Hello, thanks for joining us on Aso Briefing. Today, I am Joy Annie. Let's begin with the headlines. President Tinubu to commission newly licensed Petroleum and Energy Studies College in Kaduna. IGP Egbetoko meets retired officers over contributory pension scheme protests. And on business, Nigeria economy grows in real terms by 3.13% first quarter of 2025. You're watching Aso Briefing. We're live on DSTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We're also on the UHF band on channel 38. We now go ahead with details of all our stories. Now let's bring you President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is set to commission the newly established College of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Kaduna, following the grant of a provisional license for its operation as a private postgraduate university. The announcement was made by Kaduna State Governor Senator Obasani when he received the Executive Secretary of the Petroleum Technology Development Fund, the PTDF, Ahmad Galadima Aminu, at Sir Qasim Ibrahim House on Monday, commending the president for his commitment to human capital development. Governor Sani emphasized the strategic importance of the new institution in transforming Nigeria's energy landscape. He assured the PTDF of the state government full support to ensure a successful commissioning and smooth operation of the college. Earlier, the PTDF boss Ahmad Galadima briefed the governor on the progress made towards the formal takeoff of the college, disclosing that the plan is scheduled to admit its first cohort of PhD students in September 2025. He said a total of 3,702 applications were received for the split-site PhD program. Now, screening and interviews are currently ongoing, and successful candidates will be admitted into 5 faculties. Galadima added that the initial faculties include the Faculty of Computing and Telecommunications Technology, Faculty of Earth and Applied Sciences, and Faculty of Energy Law and Management Sciences. The PTDF Executive Secretary recalled that the idea for the institution was initiated in 2009, aimed to train senior technical, managerial and executive personnel for Nigeria's energy sector. Now, the federal government has debunked the claims by Kemi Badenoch, leader of the United Kingdom Conservative Party, that Nigeria law does not allow women to pass on citizenship to their children. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanuga, also described as false the claim by the leader of the United Kingdom's Conservative Party, Kemi Badenoch, that she cannot pass her Nigerian citizenship to her children because she is a woman. Onanuga, in a post on his X handle, said Badenoch owed her fatherland an apology for the misleading statement. The president's special advisor urged Britain to send the Conservative Party leader, whom he described as our lost daughter, back to Nigeria for a proper re-education. Quoting Section 25 of the Nigerian Constitution, Onanuga emphasized that every person born outside Nigeria is a citizen by birth if either of their parents is a Nigerian citizen. Badenoch had claimed that she is unable to pass on Nigerian citizenship to her children because she is a woman. While speaking with CNN's Fareed Zakari during an interview, Ms. Badenoch said on Sunday that while many Nigerians are taking advantage of the UK's relatively easy citizenship, she argued that immigrants often exploit Britain's system, adding that Nigerians easily become UK citizens, whereas her children cannot obtain Nigerian citizenship. Badenoch spent much of her childhood in Nigeria before returning to the UK at age 16. She has 3 children with her, a Scottish banker husband, Hamish Badenoch, and adopted his surname after marriage. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, FCT Council, continued its week-long activities today at the Transcorp Hilton Abuja, where dignitaries and special guests, and as well the journalists gathered to witness the lecture and award ceremony. The week-long activity started, and then yesterday was with the cross-session of members of NUJ Walk in Solidarity for Media Rights, Press Freedom, Democracy to mark 2025 Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ FCT Council Press Week along VIO Office Berger in Abuja. The Solidarity March, known as Walk for Press Freedom, attracted over 200 members carrying different placards such as "Without a free press, truth is silenced. Press freedom protect our right to know. Journalists speak for the voiceless, support their freedom. Censorship kills democracy, defend press freedom." Non-chairman of the NUG FCT Council, Comrade Grace Ike, in her address during the Solidarity March, described the work as a strong message that a free press is non-negotiable and a vital part of any successful democracy. She noted that the Nigerian and the media in Nigeria continues to play a key role in standing for truth and defending democracy. Now, the Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaibu Ahmed Alkali, has launched the Communities of Practice, the COPs, under the Quality Education and Learning Outcomes Initiative. This milestone event marks a significant step in transforming education, transforming delivery and professional collaboration in Nigerian schools. The theme of the workshop, Revamping Education Through Collaboration, Innovation and Practice, highlights the importance of COPs as learning communities and hubs of shared knowledge. Professor Schreiber emphasized the transformative power of COPs, enabling educators to maximize limited resources and unlock their full potential. He said the launch of COPs is a strategic step towards the rollout of the EDU revamp, the EDU revamp, digital platform, which will boost teaching skills with 21st century tools and initiative progress.
Teacher capacity building is a digital platform for training of teachers, and we have about 5 modules. The teacher capacity building. So these aspects that are trained are expected also to be coordinators in that digital training platform. That will serve as resources, that will serve as the supporters of teachers to key into this program. Once we train them today, we start the committee of practice. Then once we roll out the teacher capacity building, that is the digital platform for teacher capacity building, these aspects are equally expected to support the teachers in actually partaking in that digital platform for teacher capacity building.
Professor Mustafa Tajuddin of Science Education at Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai, says the workshop aligns with the federal government's commitment to implementing inclusive education policies and promoting accessible learning for all.
I mentioned that the focus of this workshop will focus briefly on the COP and our experience of establishing community of practice. The COP actually provided a social platform for our teachers for the purpose of exchange, sharing experiences and knowledge, discussing their challenges, providing solutions collectively, especially towards one, utilization of the OER that we have developed. And also understanding the new orientation and initiative of promoting higher order teaching strategies in the classroom, and also implementing inclusive pedagogy.
Professor Suwaibu congratulated the pioneers of this bold new approach, urging them to lead change and take their energy back to their schools and networks. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Agbetoko, met with the protesting retired police officers in Abuja yesterday to chart new ways of resolving the issues that led to some retired police officers protest at the National Assembly, demanding their removal from the Contributory Pension Scheme, the CPS. The demonstrators, mostly elderly, stood in the rain, holding placards and chanting anti-government songs. Some of the retired police officers also besieged the force headquarters in Abuja to protest against CPS. Addressing the protesters, the IGP said welfare of retired police officers is being addressed, but the exit of the force from the Contributory Pension Scheme is not something that can be activated immediately. Agbetoko, however, advised the leaders of the protest to refrain from spreading wrong narratives as the force cannot abandon their own. The meeting happened at the Peacekeeping Hall, Force Headquarters in Abuja. Moving on now, the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, has said the Nigerians are in more dangerous incidents of dengue fever, yellow fever, and other outbreaks are not reported for proper diagnosis. Dr. Idris, speaking to newsmen on Monday, lamented that incidents of dengue fever had been mistaken by some Nigerians for malaria due to the similarities in the symptoms and a lack of proper diagnosis. He cautioned against self-medication, emphasizing the importance of visiting healthcare facilities for proper diagnosis, as malaria, dengue fever, and yellow fever often present with similar symptoms. The NCDC also advised managers of medical facilities in tertiary institutions to promptly notify the Ministry of Health and the center as soon as case is detected. Away to Abaji now, the chairman of Abaji Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, has charged the newly appointed cabinet members to serve the people diligently. The cabinet reorganization was undertaken to improve the efficiency of the administration. A statement issued by the chairman, Chief Press Secretary, Comrade Abu Muhammad, said the chairman urged the new members to consult and collaborate with former cabinet colleagues and focus on driving key programs already initiated by his administration. He noted that the reshuffling aims to reinvigorate certain sectors where his government desires to achieve improved results. The chairman reminded the appointees that they bring new energy, ideas, experiences and vigor to the existing team. He tasked them to study their sectors carefully, seek wise counsel, reach out to key stakeholders and resist bad counsel and temptation. Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi seized the occasion to announce a significant increase in the salary of council vigilantes, raising it from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira effective immediately. Let's take a pause now. When Aso Briefing returns, more stories. To stay with us.
We were warned about this marriage. Because we did not listen, the young maiden is dead.
Nana, come here. Hi. Why do you speak so freely with a stranger from Ajan?
We were just talking about offering Ujigijag a seat on the council.
May God be praised. He has 2 wives. So why are you making it look like it is a big deal?
Many thanks for staying there. Now, the Member House of Representatives representing Jama'ah Sanga Federal Constituency, Kaduna State, Honorable Dan Amos, has given 400 million naira to 2,000 beneficiaries during his midterm scorecard presentation as a legislator. He issued the checks to the beneficiaries in his constituency office in Sanga in Kaduna State. Topsagimba has that report.
Honorable Dan Amos, who's barely just 2 years as a legislator for a 4-year term representation, celebrated both the midterm scorecard as a member of the House of Representatives as well as his birthday before his supporters in Falankarshi, Sanga local government of Kaduna State. In a colorful event, he presented cash awards and also distributed number of tricycles and motorbikes a day to the celebration to his constituents. Honorable Dan Amos disclosed that he hoped to make future young millionaires in his constituency before the end of his first term representation in the House.
The last government, Sunji Kiyama Mutanemu, and the government of Ubasani honestly has warmed up to our people by Kiyama Mutanemu. We see appointment given to our sons and daughters, and we're very encouraged. We're grateful. But like I said, we're asking that more should be done, because we deserve more, and also because we know that they can do more.
He blamed the high level of disillusionment among the youth to poor representation by those who were in the House of Representatives before him and promised to be different.
Please accept my appreciation that you have been able to give us and give me particularly the support to operate and service the 350 members and the 10 leaders that we have, making the 360 members that we have in the 10th House of Representatives.
The minority leader and a ranking member of the House of Representatives in the 10th Assembly, Honorable Kingsley Chinda from Rivers State, who also attended the ceremony as chairman of the occasion, described Honorable Dan Amos as the finest member ever produced in the constituency and advised the constituents to look ahead to 2027 for better days to come. He encouraged Honorable Dan Amos to maintain the good things he's doing and not to abandon his people.
And we pray that even as we live here today, that Dan Amos has just started. From our experience with him, there are several ways and several places you can maximize them.
Many party leaders and invited dignitaries spoke about the good qualities of Honorable Dan Amos. Amongst them were the former PDP State Chairman, Mr. Hassan Felix Hiet, the former Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Ambassador Nuhu Bajoga, the present PDP State Chairman, Mr. Edward Masha, and the Senator representing Kaduna South, Sunday Masha Katun, represented at the occasion by Mr. Danjuma Akuso.
We have given him our vote, we have entrusted our mandate that he should go there and represent us. And I'm glad to inform you that he has represented us and he is representing us.
Ya taba mata, most especially women in politics, action ladies, gaskiya yayi mana. Ba abun da za mu ce mishi sai dai mu ce mishi mun gode. Ubangijin Allah ya kiyaye shi, ya kare shi, ya bashi duk abun da yake nema.
Yadda shi honorable yana mana, ni na benefit. Last time, December, ya bani 100,000. Muna mashi addu'a. Sai dai Elder Forum na Sanga suna ce ya lura da su. An manta da Elder Forum. So muna roka Allah ya kai shi duk inda zai kai shi, muna mashi addu'a.
Honorable Dan Amos was also honored as a patron to National Youth Association Sanga branch. The venue of the empowerment program was sieged by party supporters as they were dancing and hitting drums in a complete condition of amazement. Topsy Gimba, Aso Television News.
Nigeria and Egypt have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen cooperation in aviation and aerospace development. The agreement follows bilateral talks in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where both nations reviewed and updated their bilateral air service agreement, the BASA, in line with the new African Civil Aviation Commission framework. Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, described the signing ceremony, which held at the Ministry of Aviation headquarters in Abuja, as a historic milestone, noting that the partnership would boost regional connectivity, technical cooperation, and joint investment in civil aviation infrastructure across Africa. Egypt's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Badir Abdelateh, emphasized Egypt's commitment to deepening ties with Nigeria and noted the strong demand for air travel between the two countries, with Egypt Air already operating over 600 flights annually to Lagos and Kano. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Ibrahim Kana, highlighted the long-standing commercial and cultural ties between both nations and called for broader collaboration among Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa to drive Africa's technological and economic growth. Now, the federal government has demonstrated its commitment towards achieving $1 trillion economy by 2030 through Domestic Investment Summit to actualize its 8-point renewed hope agenda. Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, said this at the Domestic Investment Summit in Abuja. The theme of the summit was tagged Operationalizing Nigeria's First Policy. She said the ministry was accelerating economic diversification through targeted reforms in industrialization, digitization, and creative economy, manufacturing, and innovation. She noted that President Bola Tinubu had set a bold target to achieve a $1 trillion economy by 2030. The Nigeria's first policy is how to actualize the vision by turning ambition into productivity and productivity into competitiveness. Steps, she said, are already on the way to ensure non-oil exports rise to 24.75% in first quarter in 2025, reaching $1.79 billion. She also highlighted that the facilities are producing locally for domestic markets, saving billions in foreign exchange, creating jobs on a large scale, and positioning Nigeria as the manufacturing hub for ECOWAS and Africa. The minister said that the president also directed the ministry to convene this summit as a focus group session to large domestic investors that power the Nigerian economy. She added that the commitment would help to actualize the 8-point renewed hope agenda, the Nigeria First policy, and achieve the $1 trillion economy by 2030. Now, the federal government has reinstated plans to implement the National Single Window, an initiative of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration to plug revenue leakages, enhance trade facilitation, and improve efficiency in international trade transactions. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Adun, disclosed this when he appeared before the National Assembly Joint Committee on Customs and Tariffs on Monday. He further stated that the government remained committed to addressing distortions in the economy following the removal of fuel subsidies and the adoption of a market-determined foreign exchange system. The minister noted that price equalization remained the only viable approach to policy market dynamics and ensuring fair competition. Speaking on trade settlement, the minister acknowledged ongoing challenges in Nigeria's trade payment system, particularly informal transactions. Still on business now, the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says Nigeria's economy grew by 3.13% in real terms during the first quarter of 2025 amid boom in the services sector. Statistician General of the Federation and Chief Executive Officer of the NBS, Prince Semiu Adeniyi Adediran, in Abuja during a press briefing on the new rebased exercise, explained that this marks an improvement from 2.27% growth rate recorded in the corresponding quarter of 2024. Business correspondent Ile Major brings us details in our subsequent bulletins.
Statistician General of the Federation and Chief Executive Officer of the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), Prince Semiu Adeniyi Adeniran, at the press briefing with newsmen in Abuja, announced that the Nigerian economy grew by 3.13% in the first quarter of 2025 in real terms, reflecting the 2019 as a rebased year in the new GDP benchmark.
Following the rebasing exercise and the revision done to previously released estimates, I can now report that in 2019, which is the new base year, replacing the old base year of 2010. In nominal terms, Nigeria's economy was estimated at 205.09 trillion naira. That was as at 2019. This represents 41.7% increase over the previous nominal GDP of 2019 using the old base year.
Highlighting key performance of the various sectors, Prince Adeniran noted that the services subsector, among others, recorded the highest contribution, while the oil and gas weakens despite a slight increase in the oil production.
Using broad sector classification, as we usually have in our releases, the services sector remained the largest, contributing the highest to GDP at 53.09% in 2019, as against 52.60% in the previous published 2019 estimate. This was followed by agriculture at 25.83%, and then industries at 21.08%. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, following this press briefing, a draft report containing the methodological details will be posted on our website. In the coming days, some reports that serve as input into the process of this rebasing will be released through our website as well.
The NBS explained that the new rebasing exercise, which adjusts national accounts to reflect current economic realities and structures, replaces the previous base year of 2010. In Imeje, Aso Television News.
That's Aso Briefing. Thanks for watching. I am Joy Annie. Good afternoon.